What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and we're going to pick up with the Beastmen momentarily. Rimhammer the End Times. Thank you for the comments. Peace, rock, dwarfs roll, and the rating is being enjoyed. So thank you guys. It's nice to know somebody is still paying attention out there. Regardless of that, we have our warherd out on the planet. We have our current home. I don't know what you call a tribal base. I go through that every time. Anyways, it's not a big deal. We're working on gearing up to get out of here anyway and abandon all this shiza. So there you go. A lot of people here have nothing to do, which happens. It's okay because we're literally just trying to gather food. We do have a bunch of animals we're going to tame and do more sacrifices. And some Empire of Man people are assaulting our Beastmen, and there's quite a few of them. In the meantime, we are doing... Oh, look at that. Did we just get Metalfoot? Okay, anyways. More offerings to the dark gods. Feels like a good idea. We've run out of critters for the moment to offer up. Some of our people are wounded and infected on Caravan due to that battle. I don't know what happened to the footage for that. Apparently it was lost somewhere, but they did pull through somehow. Usually I stop and butcher. I believe I did not stop and butcher the humans on that one because we were too far injured and I didn't want to risk anybody dying. Although Beastmen are rather expendable. We're going to make another run at the next Beastman base. See if we can't expand the herd here a bit more. There's the Great Chaos Portal way down in the south. We're not going to go that far, though. We're just going to ignore that and get off this planet before the shit really hits the fan. Apparently, you can see we've only traveled about 8.7 days away from our home thus far. We have 24.2 days of food. We're doing some pretty significant foraging. Hopefully if we stay near the equator, we can continue to forage at a rather high rate. There's a party on back at the Beastman stronghold. I've just strewn these rune stones all around because I wanted to maintain proper tribute to the dark gods. You see we have all this stuff. We are going to try and get some trading partners. Hopefully they won't all always be hostile with us. I know some of them may be, but I don't know. It seems like they're improving, so I'm assuming we can get trading partners. There are several other Beastman colonies I intend to sack, gather supplies. We continue to sacrifice critters to the dark gods, and we continue to be rewarded for that. We're almost to our next battle here. Area revealed in our mining, but we're not really worried about that. All right, so here we go. Another assault is going to be underway. I'm going to try and find a nice defensible position. And there's a lot of structures with the Real Ruins map, so that kind of makes this job easier. If you can get them to come to you, you can pick them apart piecemeal. So we're going to, you can see how fast Moonteeth is with the Sash of Slaanesh. We'll have him explore while everybody else tries to catch up. But there's plenty of stuff up here for us to get into. Looks like we're probably going to have a bunch of bedrooms over there as well. Whatever. We'll claim it all, take what we want, and then hopefully this battle goes decently well. Right now we have, 10, 11 Beastmen in our war herd. 12, actually. So Moonteeth can go over there and try and bring them over, but it proves to be unnecessary. As soon as he starts heading that way, they decide to come in for the attack. We're set up around this door, which isn't a great position, being that all the walls are wooden, but we do get to bring a lot of muscle to the fore here. There's a lot of Beastmen coming in with some pretty significant weaponry. Worried about losing limbs and that kind of thing, but hopefully we can get the jump on them. Our weapons are pretty powerful, so anybody that comes up to us just gets flattened. And clearly we have some rivals here because when they die, a lot of our people get happy mood bonuses, which is fantastic. They were throwing a lot of axes at us. We did gain 3 new pawns there. Looks like Moontail, Fallen Tooth, Gloom, something. Nice, they're all Ungors, but that's okay too. We should just draft all of our people up. We're going to try and bring these guys down. There's a plasteel bestigore two-handed axe. That's got to be a pretty awesome thing to wield. All right, done deal. I think we've slaughtered them all, and the base is ours for the plucking. Claim everything, do our little running around. There's another freezing statue. There's all kinds of interesting stuff that we can... We're going to try and take some of these statues now that we're close to having trading partners. We do have to knock some walls out to get to all of the structures. Some are hidden in a mountain, apparently, but... Anyway, we do have to get people tended, and I'm going to let them hang out and do some recreation for a while. That seems like a good move, given the fact that we've taken some serious wounds and everybody's really crabby from all of our days on the road. So we also have, they're probably going to start doing repairs, but it's a little frustrating. I don't really care, though. The whole goal of being here is just to recreate, get moods up, maybe consume some interesting items that make them happier. And they're going to rest and get tended. I don't like that they started using the beds way up north for tending. That's kind of a problem too. But you can see I haven't even set up work on a lot of the people that we've taken. But we are getting really close with getting some friends. Everybody, in terms of the factions, are plus 20 additional with us now. So even the dwarfs are almost friendly with us in the Empire, which makes absolutely no sense. But there you go. And here come the infections as well. That's fantastic. We do back home continue to sacrifice animals and attempt to get new pawns. We did just get a magical Zinch dude with lore of... What is that? That is one of the Skaven lores. Oh yeah, the plague lore. It's phenomenal because the smoke spells are just awesome. They're super powerful and... very, very usable in most any situation. So we'll be putting that to good use as well going forward. So there's another base down. I think it's time we get out of here and head on to the next. We could smash the outcasts, but we're just not going to do that for now. Not that we couldn't, but I'm more interested in smashing Beastmen because they do join you. Again, we're trying to stay near the equator. 23.8 days of food. We have one person down and out using a bedroll. And back home, the sacrifices do continue. Favor of corn. We're going to try and get some corn gores now by sacrificing as many pawns as we can to corn. There you go. And it's just going to keep going too. Because why not? We can tame animals. We can expand the herd with very powerful pawns. So we should probably do that. There you go. There's a healing potion. I think I'm going to have Gaukraz, see if he needs that. Indeed he does. He's got a stomach injury, which is slightly messing with his digestion, but there you go. We want to get rid of those items as quick as we can to reduce wealth. So we're almost to the road with our warherd, and it is definitely expanding. We do need to get everybody properly equipped. Need to make sure everybody's set to the right food because the lavish food does not allow them to eat the road food. So I'm just going to set everybody to fine. It's too much to pick through. I guess if they eat pemmican back home, I don't really give a shit at this point. There's just too much going on. We've gained too many pawns. It's telling me the caravan was out of food, but now it seems fine. I'll just forbid all the pemmican. We have a mountain of it, 6,708. And we don't have any animals I care to sacrifice. When we do head out as a proper warherd from our current settlement, we will... be in awesome shape with the animals we're bringing. So anyway, we still have quite a ways to go before we make it to the middle of Florida on the far side of the map, but we're rampaging our way across. We're doing all the forces of good a favor by smashing these dirty beastmen, but that's okay. We're doing ourselves a favor too. Time we get over there, we'll have like 100 strong, and then if we end up in a situation where we're starving, or I'm just checking settlements here to see, because we want the second warherd to sack Empire and human settlements, human Empire, which are going to be tougher because they have war machines. We'll have to do what we have to do. So, anyways, the caravan continues. Anyways, if we end up getting there and we're short on food and we have really crappy or pawns with bad injuries, we can give them the axe and eat them. And then that reduces the food we need and provides some food, assuming we're not well set up by the time we get there. So 64 human meat from corn, not a great offering in all honesty. But anyways, so we do have a whole shite-load of minotaurs attacking our home base here. That's more than a little bit of a problem. These guys get into you with those axes, or even the cudgels or clubs or mauls. They do massive amounts of damage and cut limbs off, heads, smash, destroy arms, shoulders, you name it. So we have to be on our toes here. I'm going to send our boy out to summon up a Javis life. When they get close, that'll tie them up for a bit. I don't know that it's going to do too much real damage. They are taking some time to slaughter some of our animals, so one of our harpies is no more. And one of our chaos warhounds gets taken out as well, but that is what it is. Alright, time to start casting here. Go Cross, get your ass back inside. There you go. So that'll distract them for a while. I need to improve that spell one more time because, oh, we can actually maybe hit him with some fire too. See if we can up. Nah, this looks like a bad idea. Between the cooldown and the warm-up, we got to get the hell out of there. We're going to get ourselves killed. So yeah, there were too many of them attacking that guy already, so some of them were coming at us. But they managed to actually kill it, which you never see. That's a little bit scary. Oh, they at least bring it down. It should disappear momentarily. You don't typically have the option to collect and butcher those for the benefit of the Javis life tongue when you cast them magically. It felt like a little bit of an exploit when I wrote the code, so it just made it not an option. Hopefully our harpy's pregnant so we can have more harpies, but I doubt it. I haven't seen much of the harpies in all honesty in this playthrough. They did randomly join once. They should occasionally show up wild. So here we go with the awesome plague lore spells. So we'll do flies and we'll do air of pestilence, which will put a whole bunch of awesome stuff that's going to affect their health when they walk through it and weaken them. And we also do have other direct damage spells we can shoot at them. Bray Scream is very powerful, but it's also very short ranged, so it doesn't do me much good. We can devolve one of them and make them go mad though. There we go. That guy's berserk. Hopefully he gets into his own dudes. Yeah, look, they're going to take him out for us. I'm going to hold back. We have way too much going on over there for our own folks to get over there, but you can see the power in the combination of this weaponry. It's pretty phenomenal. And here they come. They're going to make it to us. I probably should have got the hell out of there before Minotaur started chopping up our Skaven, but there you go. So, here we go. Let's see how bad it gets. Well, fortunately, those guns have some serious stopping power. Oh, and that guy with the cudgel missed. I'm going to send some of my own boys over to deal with them. Oh, gosh. Darn you guys with those fucking flaming staffs. Alright, I believe they're fleeing now. I'm going to give chase. Oh, dude just slaughtered my harpy with one hit. Okay, so now we have a lot of open beds. I'm going to try and capture as many of these guys as we can, and if they are unconvertible, whatever you call it, if their will is too strong for them to join me, we will still capture them and give them up to the dark gods. There is fire, there is smoke, there are clouds of flies doing injuries, there's poison clouds building up toxin in anybody who's in it. And there's enemies fleeing a flame. That's fantastic. That's a proper Beastman raid. Although there was a trap corridor, so it's still obviously in a RimWorld context. Why don't you guys see if you can't drop these fools up here? We do need to see if we can bring our harpy back. There you go, Gullah. Get him. Zonk, don't get shot. There you go. Once you get them on fire, they tend to get distracted about the running away thing and come back around and do something stupid. Alright, so anyways, a little bit of cleanup is necessary. Gather up the people we can gather up. Shouldn't be a bad thing. We do need to make some good use of our hospital, though. So we do end up with some prisoners, which is fantastic. And one of them does indeed end up being non-convertible, which is also not fantastic. I'd rather have a Minotaur on my side, but pretty cool. We're going to expand our Minotaur strength, and we did just take on a shite ton of very tough Minotaur weapons. So there you go. That's nice. prisoner, unwaveringly loyal. See, there's our guy that we're just gonna sacrifice up. And I'm not gonna use any meds on him for whatever it's worth. I gotta figure out what the right guy is. I'm gonna go for Slaanesh because the sash of Slaanesh is awesome. There we go. I like how he rode a horse and carried the guy with him. It is gonna upset all the other prisoners, but whatever. But anyways, we're ready for the next attack. Here we go. Look, a new base. I have like 6 custom bases. I don't know why we've been drawing the same one every time, but hey, this time we got something a little different, so that's awesome. There's all kinds of structures over here that we might as well see about getting into. Some of these things will be useful too when we get to our final destination. It's going to be really hot there, so ACs laying around everywhere in these ruins. I'm looking for a place we can easily defend and have a decent fight, and I'm not liking my options thus far. So there's also so many extra materials in these ruins. We got uranium, tables, beds. Look at that, fucking geothermal. It's a little bit cheese dick to try to bring that with, but we could. It only weighs 1 kilogram, so I might cheese it up and get us a step up at the end there, but whatever. There's also a generator on the ship at the end, so we're gonna send super fast Moonteeth over to kick some ass. Now he's gonna flee. Now, one thing I've never really experienced before, I went around and claimed a ton of crap on that map. One of the Minotaur back home has gone mad, so we're going to have to deal with that guy in the meantime. Jesus. We'll send that dude over there. He doesn't have any weapons. He has really good armor, so as long as we don't clunk him in the head, he shouldn't take any permanent damage. So, yeah, back to this. So what happens here, because I claimed crap all over the map, they don't even come for me. They literally just run around and start smashing all the shit I claimed. So, I mean, that's interesting. I don't really think that was a good idea then. As I shouldn't. Now I got to go around and catch the dudes and pick them apart. But yeah, see, they're just smashing the random buildings I claimed all over the map and starting them on fire for whatever it's worth. So I'm trying to lure them back into my trap over here. Silverbane hit a trap. What did Dirtle not make it in time? Dirtle, what the shit's going on? You let this guy out. Now he's hit a trap. He's in no immediate danger, thanks to that awesome armor he has on. So, and finally, somebody comes to visit us. Pow! Everybody loves that that guy just died. I love it. So you see the idea here. Area revealed somewhere. That means they're smashing or burning things. Yeah, worthless. Anyway, I'm going to have to get out and see about dealing with these guys in a different manner, since they won't just come to me and die. The raids continue. Oh, the Ungor with the bow are brutal. They're going to have to charge in. God knows we got the manpower. Those bows are vicious if they hit. I just saw Fallen Tooth and Gloomfang take a shot from it. We may not be able to spend much time at this location given the wounds we're taking right now. But if we can get our whips into them, we'll do just fine. Make sure nobody else is sneaking up on us. All right, there they go. And we gained Death Shoulder, Groove Lord, a Chaos Warhound, and Pyromantle. All have joined us. Nice. Could take prisoners. Not trying to take prisoners. No me importa on that. We're just going to move on. And now, the Dwarfs are at -1. The Empire only at -1 in terms of faction relations. I do go around, check everything out, claim some stuff. There's awesome weaponry, helms, equipment, supplies. I want to bring a bunch of textiles with us when we get where we're going, because I do need to be able to build beds. I wish there was more food there. I might go back and alter those bases and add more food, because it would be really nice if we could not have to worry about food. A lot of our food is going to be expiring soon. We're going to take what we can, but you can see at this point, when I take everything, we only have like 8.8 days of food. We had 20-something days before. That's not great. I'm going to see if we can offer gifts to these guys. They're only at -1. Maybe we can get some trading partners going. Dirtle's still drafted over here. Oops. I mean, I'm trying to do like 10 things at once, people. So, and we're going to use the magic. I'm not even sure if the magic affects non-friendlies. It probably doesn't. So that was probably a waste to try. But regardless, the massive herd stone is fully upgraded and we're ready for another sacrifice. The caravan is about a half a day away. We can also make friends with the Empire of Man if we so choose, just by gifting them things. And we did get a legendary Bestigor axe that time. We have other animals that we can sacrifice, so I may as well just make an animal pen down here to keep them from having to run all around and catch these little bastards. Eventually, oh yeah, they're sleeping up there. You can see there's our wealth down dramatically still since we he gave us 128 coal that time. Anyways, so now we have 17.5 days of food. 16 point, I don't know what's going on. We're foraging like beasts though, pun intended. All right, apparently there is Badger of the Northeast Aerodalder here to pay us a visit. Oh no, we're actually offering gifts, sorry. There we go. So now we have a proper trading partner. They're neutral with us. So looking at weapons, there is a ring attending, but those are very expensive. I need to buy food. I also need to sell. I'm going to sell all the statues. If we can lighten our load, we will definitely move slower. I'm headed out. They're going a direction I don't want. I would have preferred if he had head south so we could trade with that settlement. We had some people join us there. Another freaking Cygor. That's awesome. They don't do much. They fight and they deal with animals. That's okay. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, I'm going to double back and hit that settlement in the south. The one they're headed to now is the one we just traded with. Our Minotaur prisoners are upset about the sacrifice of the other Minotaur that we did take out. But that's okay. What are you going to do? They're going to have to get over it. Favor of corn and a squirrel has been sacrificed. 128 more coal. That's less than exciting, but we do have a ram we can yet sacrifice. That time we got 8,000 melee skill points for Vilgras. Meh. Okay, not bad, but not fantastic. We're going to keep taming critters and just keep making sacrifices. All right, we're finally almost there. They are out of food, it's saying. So I don't understand why that is. Everybody seems to be eating and fed. I mean, if I look at our items, we do have a ton of food, so we'll buy some random stuff. We're going to sell anything that makes sense to sell. Apparel, bunch of weapons we're not going to use that we picked up. And maybe this is the reason, because the new people we picked up are on Lavish still. And Lavish doesn't include kibble at this point, only Fine does. So I got the meal assignments all screwed up, but with this many pawns, it just feels like a bloody headache to try and dig through, because when you bring it up, the pawns at the top get covered by the menu, so I can't see who's where, and I was just like, piss on it. We'll freaking worry about that later. Once we get established at a new location, I do need to snag a cauldron from one of these Beastman bases. So here's Florida, where we're headed, and we still have quite a long way to go. I was debating on attacking a city. That sounds kind of fun, but we'll have to see how it goes. Leave me a like. I love you guys. Comment, I read, respond to all of them. I will see you next time.